Hello, amazing watercolor card artists. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, subscribe. I produce content every Thursday to bring you the best of the best in watercolor and paper crafting. All right. In this video, I'm going to run through my process on how I use watercolor and how I die cut watercolor, along with giving you 6 tips on design. First things first, die cuts. These come from Tailored Expressions. They are called the Garden Variety #1 and #2. I also have some other die cuts that I may or may not be using. I'll be cutting all of them out at the same time to save on time. I get some of my paper wet. I'm using different colors and I'm just getting the whole paper wet on mixed media paper. This is 98 pounds, so it's a little bit lighter, which makes it perfect for die cutting. And you're just going to see me kind of play with my textures and just make some beautiful, really I'm just throwing paint on the paper, which is so much fun. If you need a way to de-stress a little bit, this is a great way to do it. Brusho is one of my favorites for adding texture to my watercolor. And what you see what I'm doing here is I'm adding some of that brown and that darker brown together, and I'm getting this really, really fun texture that you couldn't get really anywhere else. And I'm just tapping a little bit on at a time, and I'm just letting the Brusho crystals do its thing. I don't like to paint on with Brusho. You can use it like watercolor, but I use it for the texture. And then I have a squirt bottle that with water that I just fill up, and I will use a brush to kind of keep my water where I want it to go, and then I let it dry, and I'll do the same thing. This is just a wet onto wet, and I'm going to add some violet, beautiful, beautiful violet. Look at that, so pretty, and it just kind of does its thing. And it's okay that the paper curls, as that's part of the fun, in my humble opinion. And I just have fun with it. Have fun with these Brushos. Oh my gosh, that's what they're meant for. It's so fun. And then I will also add a little bit of that gold, iridescent gold, just for something fun and different. Once all my paper dries, I'm going to go into my Sizzix. I'm going to get my dies all ready to go. That's what I'm doing. You'll see me put the tape on my hand and then put it on, and that's so the tape isn't as tacky. And I'm just using washi tape, but you could use masking tape or Scotch tape. It does not matter. You just don't want it to stick or hurt the paper. And so now I'm just cutting out my shapes, and I'll be doing that for all the different colors that I have, including my Brusho sheets. I have lots and lots of dies to cut, lots of paper to cut. You're going to see me do this process a lot. I think I took about 2 hours to cut up all of my watercolor paper that I wanted, and the result is you have a bunch of floral pieces that you can make lots of cards out of. And so I enjoy taking the afternoon and just doing this. It is somewhat tedious, but it is a lot of fun. And of course, when you're done, you have all of this paper. Goodness, look at how much I cut out. Oh my gosh, it took me a couple hours to do. It was well worth it, and I'm happy to be done with that. For a perfect graduation card, or a perfect card for a friend. Alright, so play around with your floral arrangements. When we have a whole bunch of die cuts, play around with the colors, see what colors work, see what shapes work with each other, and just have fun. Adding texture is the next tip that I recommend. Texture gives you so much leeway to kind of be creative, and texture is one of the 5 design elements. If you use that in your card making ability, you think of it as like just an extra added of magic that comes along with your cards, or think of it as an after dinner mint. Anyways, all right, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy playing with your dies, and we will see you real soon. Thanks for watching.